For most of my career, buying a home in Sydney followed a fairly simple formula. You worked, you saved, you spoke to the bank, and you bought something modest. It wasn't easy, but it worked. That math is broken. Let me give you a real example. Today, a fairly standard two-bedroom apartment in Western Sydney is around $1 million. That's not luxury, that's normal. Now let's look at income. If a household earns around $100,000 a year, the bank will lend them roughly $450,000. That's less than half of what's needed. Even if they somehow had the deposit, the bank still says no. At $150,000 a year, it's better, but you're still short. You're still locked out of new apartments. In reality, you now need close to a $200,000 household income just to pass the bank's stress test on a $1 million purchase. And that's before stamp duty, legal costs, or life. People often say, just build more homes. But here's the problem. It now costs between $8,000 and $15,000 per square meter just to build an apartment in Sydney. By the time a developer adds land, approvals, and risk, they often need to sell for $1.5 million just to break even. So developers can't build at prices buyers can afford, and buyers can't borrow enough to buy what exists. That's the disconnect. This isn't about budgeting better. It's not about skipping holidays. It's a system where incomes, construction costs, and lending rules no longer align. And until that changes, affordability will stay out of reach for a lot of people. That's the reality on the ground, and I see it every day.